What's a mild inconvenience that drives you freaking crazy? When you have a stuffed nose and trying to sleep and need to consciously breath. OP said mild inconveniences, not heck on earth. When you can't plug something into a power strip because the plugs are too big and the outlets are too close together. When you can't back your furniture against the wall because it will smash the cord that is plugged in. My car has 3 windshield wiper speeds, super fast, super duper fast, and turbo. I hate using them when it's a bit more than a sprinkling of rain because then the wipers just wipe at nothing. Dropping your keys trying to open the door. It always happens at the worst possible times, like when you gotta pee real bad, or your hands are full with bags. Or when someone's trying to murder you. When I grab a hanger in my closet and 46 other hangers come with it no matter how organized it was. Clicking on a button, except that the button jumps just as you're clicking and you get the wrong button. This happens often when an app opens a new window and it takes time to fill up all the contents. Ads 1 of 7. Ads 2 of 7. I wear nitrile gloves at work and putting them on is a pain when my hands are sweaty or damp at all. I can't get my fingers inside and the nitrile clings and twists and it feels awful. I used to carry a battery powered fan and use it to blow dry my sweaty hands between glove changes. When someone opens my door, comes into my room for a few seconds and then leave the dang door open. Sure, I could get up and close it, but I did that last time you came in, and the time before. My mum did that all the time, then she would get angry at me for yelling at her if I asked with a slightly louder voice for her to close it. Place scanned item in bagging area. Places scanned item in bagging area. Remove unscanned item from bagging area. When the part of the song I want to hear is interrupted with navigation directions. And it's always in 57 kilometers, keep going straight. My earbuds being caught by their cord behind something and then getting yanked out of my ears. Infuriating. Walking through the city late at night after work. When I'm crossing a side street near the train station. Taxis will inevitably see me coming and pull up right in front of me, so I have to walk around the back of them. Every single night. I tried a different route but it's longer. I tried waving them off, but they just come quicker. I tried running so I can get there before they block my path, but they just accelerate. I think the only solution is to run up and do a hood slide. Get in one door and out the other. Thinking to myself, oh, I need to Google that later. But then, later when I have time to Google, I can't think of that super interesting thing I was going to Google. When 2 people in a shop stop, trolleys side by side and block the entire aisle just to have a conversation. Excuse me, death glares from both of them. Suckers, you're the ones blocking the aisle. Go park your cart somewhere else and talk. Flies landing and walking on my skin. One of the most annoying things imo. They're just as bad when airborne in my opinion. We've evolved to hate the little bastards. When someone goes to shower bathroom right as you were about to. Related, my sister would always go for a sit on the toilet just as we were about to walk out the door after visiting relatives. She was never quick, either, so we would all sit down again, end up staying another hour, then repeat the whole charade. It was only ever a 15-minute drive home too. Getting all comfortable in bed, well positioned and everything, then realizing you forgot something in the living room kitchen and having to get up and get it. Those times where you're just starting to drift off and that slight urge to pee hits. You have 2 options. Wake back up now and go to the bathroom, or fall asleep and wake up in 2 hours feeling like your bladder is about to explode. I usually take the first option, but sometimes you're just so dang tired, the last thing you want to do is get up. When my Bluetooth doesn't connect in the car, it makes me want to stab my phone even though it's not a big deal at all and has 0 effect on my life. It seems like my car randomly decides if it wants to use Bluetooth correctly or not. There's no rhyme or reason to it at all and it's the worst. Stoplights feel timed so that if you go in one direction for a few miles and you have to stop at a red light, chances are you will have to stop at all the red lights in that direction. They're timed the opposite in San Francisco, so you can drive down Lombard across half the city with no reds. Problem is, you can only ever do that in the early morning, because otherwise there's so much traffic it flicks it up anyway. Breaking a nail, which is horrible on its own already, and not having a nail file with me to fix the jagged edges so it keeps getting caught on things. Yes, especially when you've grown them out and they look really nice. If one of my nails break, I'm cutting them all the same length and starting again. I can't stand uneven nails. Enter password. Your password is incorrect. Request password reset. Enter what you want it to be. You cannot use your current password as your new password. Try to use that password. Your password is incorrect. Computer flies out window. I tried ordering pizza on the Papa John's app a while back. I enter my info and it says my password is wrong a few times, so I request a new one. With all of my emails it says I don't have an account, which I thought I did, but whatever. I go to create an account and it says an account already exists under that email address. Biting my lip then having to avoid the sore for the next week while I eat. Even worse, biting an already bitten lip. Oblivious drivers. Not ones texting, they know they're being and but. I'm talking about those people who honestly have no freaking clue how to drive properly, yet totally think they're good at it. Leaves me fuming, especially when they're putting other people's lives in danger. Socks that are too loose, especially at the ankles. Sweating. I hate sweating so much. I just feel incredibly gross. Also, that feeling when you wear ankle socks and the elastic is too loose, and you can feel the sock sliding down your foot. Ugh. When people stare at you while eating. Having to untie my shoes to put them on. I always try to just slip my foot in, but then I crush that part at the back and frick up the shoe. I'm most comfortable in sneakers, but the slip-on ones don't look as nice. Get a shoehorn. Saves your time and your shoe. Only bad thing is you'll start judging people who don't have one. Drivers who don't indicate when changing lanes. It doesn't even take a second. That small pimple below your nose but above your lips. Washing your face in the bathroom sink and the water trickling down your arms towards your elbows. Bonus fury if you're wearing a sweater and get the sleeves wet to remind you of your stupid mistake for hours to come. Those freaking mobile game ads on YouTube. They're also insufferable quality. ATM fees. I will walk to another one, even if it's ages away, just to avoid paying a fee, even if I'm wildly inconvenienced in the process. Yes, I know it's petty. My bank refunds all ATM fees. At work, the bathroom stalls can be locked, obviously, and you'll have a small red sign to indicate that it's occupied. Nonetheless, there are always people trying to open the door just to make sure that it's really occupied. It drives me nuts. Can't you let me crap in peace? Intros on YouTube videos. Like, get the point. I don't need you to read the product label or tell me what you were thinking in Target when you purchased it. The AC makes me freeze despite it being hot as the devil's nutsack outside. Slow walkers on sidewalks, just move the frick out of the way. Amendment. I'm speaking about the PPL that are in the way, not just slow but the ones you can't get past after an attempt or two, or that just flat out make it impossible to go around. For me, it's more people who suddenly stop in the middle of a busy thoroughfare. It's like, oh, my phone is ringing. Let me just stop dead in the middle of this train station doorway, get the frick out the way. When my laptop runs out of battery just as I plug the charger in. People in the passing lane who match speeds with the car next to them, rather than IDK, freaking pass them, as intended. People in the slow lane that speed up when someone is attempting to pass them. For some reason, when browsing Reddit on the mobile app, after 20 or so videos it will stop loading GIFs and videos entirely and you have to restart the app. It also preloads 100 plus posts while on mobile data, and video quality is randomly so deteriorated that it feels like looking at a NES cutscene. Not to forget to mention that it doesn't save sorting preferences at all. The app is all around a very crappy and inconvenient experience. Why are Hot Pockets not already in the cardboard crisping sleeve? I'm not freaking Gordon Ramsay over here. Unskippable mid-vid ads in YouTube and in, other YouTube-like sites. Apparently I am the exact height to have my pockets get caught on my drawers in the kitchen. I swear my basketball shorts will reach for the drawer handles and grab them. Makes me see red. Ugh. Happens to me all the freaking time, and with different items of clothing. 2. And best of all, it also happens with my hip bones on door frames. Beats me how I managed to do that since I have fairly broad shoulders for a woman, especially compared to the width of the rest of my body, and sometimes I do manage to ram my shoulders into the door frame instead of my hips. Hurts like heck. Craving a specific type of food, arranging to get that specific food, something going wrong along the way and not having access to it. Ugh. Being sick, craving a specific type of food, arranging delivery for that specific food. Delivery comes and they forget the one thing out of your order that made you choose that Chinese restaurant. I want my fricking sesame balls, okay? Google putting 2 fricking ads on YouTube now. Then these suckers think they're slick by making them exactly 5 seconds long so you can't skip them. And playing ads after your video ends. 2. And interrupting longer videos to play ads. It's getting unwatchable. Sometimes my Xbox controller will desync and I have to get up, walk 4 feet, and manually push the buttons to reset it. After a hard day's work, you might as well be asking me to drag a cinder block 3 miles uphill. After swearing, I'll sit there and consider how bad I actually want to play Xbox today. Same thing with the TV remote. Seems the more tired I am, the more apt it is to be across the room for some reason. I swear my appliances teleport when I sit down. Slow drivers on left lane. If I were supreme dictator, my first order of business would be to form a highway patrol of psychos dressed like Mad Max characters to cruise the highways and run these buttholes off the road. Having to scroll 5 pages to get to the recipe. Yeah, okay, I get it. You lost your virginity on a warm spring day and then ate this salad. Get to the point. Thanks for watching. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.